House repair saga continues. In this video, we have culverts, garages, and the 1897 Queen Anne getting more repairs. Hey, hello. Hope y'all are doing great. I am Burke. You're watching Road Odyssey. Yet today has nothing to do with the road. It has something to do more with mine and my wife's house. So did a video a while back on how much fun I was having working on this house. This has been a very, very long project. It's an 1897 Queen Anne. And it has needed a lot of tender loving care, lots of it. Just the first 2 years was making this place livable again. So in this video, I'm tired even thinking about making this video. Anyway, in this video, I've got 3 basic topics, actually 4. The garage, the back culvert along one of the main roads, the porch, and some guttering and eave repair. So 4 topics, and just thought I would include you in my great fun and excitement on this house. So anyway, here we go. Let's begin with the culvert. I didn't think I would be working on this anytime soon, but the neighbor's been working on his house and he was ready to get to it, so I complied. He dug into this thing with his tractor, cleaned it all up, which was nice for me as well. He got bags of concrete, stacked them up on, I guess you'd call that his portion of the property. It's really on my property. But anyway, that's where the culvert is. He wanted it to look nice, so there it is. I got 40 bags of concrete on there. Next up is a couple of things for the garage. I went ahead and built custom brackets to put in this gutter system. And so put in the brackets, put up the gutters temporarily, make sure everything kind of looked right. Glued it all together, it rained, it worked, and so that's almost done. Just have the downspout. I've got the downspout created, just need to glue it all together and wire it up there. Now, the eaves of the garage were wide open, so we cut some boards, put them in there, and then began putting foam to seal it better. So the foam, you got to really pay attention and get it into these cracks well. You can see here, I like to go back and cut the foam to make it flush with the framing. And that way I can also see if there are cracks or maybe complete areas that are missed. So I will be going back over every inch of the eaves, refoaming and then cutting a second time to get this thing properly sealed. And then after that, I will probably put some more sheet metal over this or something. I'll make it look nice somehow. Now from the porch, the contractor I hired, he had cut out boards, that the slat boards that the shingles were nailed into, and replaced them with new 1x4s. Well, he decided that he's going to wall up the face of the garage, and that was a pretty cool idea. So just a couple of pictures here as to what he's been working on. Now for some tree cutting. I got this clip when sitting in my office. I thought I'd check them out real quick. And the reason I cut down the pecan tree is that it is a squirrel home. And those little tree rats love to get into our house and just dig holes all through our attic and eaves. We used the scaffold, took it over here where the pecan tree was, and got that cut down. And then we moved the scaffold over here to this hackberry that is right up on the cable line right there. Now I am moving into housework that is on the south side of the house. I'm needing to continue my gutter work. The eave on this side of the house again had been chewed up by woodpeckers, squirrels, and whatnot. So I had to completely tear out about 3/4 of the eave and just start rebuilding it. It is metal lined and foamed and caulked and all that. Working over the below office outcropping bay window was a little bit of a challenge, but I was able to get all the ladders strapped in, and you can see most of the work that I was doing there in the eave to try to really get it protected from the animals. And so here is the finished product. So custom brackets again, it's pretty well painted in for right now as well. And when you look at these pictures on your upper left corner, you can see how the barge board that's coming straight down at an angle, that whole corner is still messed up, and that's what I'm moving to next. Here I've gotten the scaffold and ladder set up to get to this barge board on the south side of the house by the back office. Getting in this little nook and cranny was very fun. You can see where I put metal up on that baseboard that goes under the decorative molding, and I did that all the way, little ways up underneath there. And then because when they roofed, they could have come out a little bit further on the roof with the drip line, so I built some little flanges of metal and sort of shingled them, I guess you would say, up under the drip edge and just over the decorative molding. And I'm getting ready to cut another piece of decorative molding wood right here. When I got everything cut, I got metal back behind it, foamed it, and put in some new eaves decorative molding boards. I had to angle them a little bit into the house so that they married up with the roof line. Now I'm getting into the eave to the left of the south side of the house. There are at least 3 main holes on this side. This is the center hole, which was actually fairly big. Got cedar, which I put cedar a lot on these holes because I know bugs don't like it that much. So anyway, got the cedar in there and rebuilt a little bit inside that eave. And then on the back side, you can see I've got metal and more cedar back there as well. And then on the corner here, just right off to the right of that big middle hole, this corner had to be repaired as well. So I got another piece of molding in that. And then, I don't know, oh, there was the hole right there at that corner too. That's where the drain's downspout came out of the roof. There was a big hole there that was made bigger by animals. So got that done. This is what it looks like after I sealed it up more with foam. And then I went, after I cut all that foam smooth, I caulked it and painted all of this mess. And there's another view of up under the eave. And so got all that done, made brackets, custom brackets again, all around the house, and got the gutters up temporarily. Now I'm moving around to the front porch where we have finally got it decked, and I've rebuilt the whole front end of this porch and helped get it level. Noticing that the front of the porch, the very center of the front where the door is arched. Here I'm looking straight down at the edge of the porch roof. And what I'm going to show you up close is what the New York style gutter laid into. So when you start looking at this straight on the side at a nice angle horizontal, you can start seeing where this thing was a trough. And as I get down further into it, you can see the cutout and how this thing was built, where there was inlaid the metal gutters, And so here is where the previous people had covered up the gutters with plywood and then laid down more shingles over the top of it. So that's what I had left over for the New York style gutters. And here is a remnant that actually survived. And here again, you can kind of see from this angle how when you deck over the top of this, that the decking is going to be a couple of inches higher than what the original face was. So this is what I've got to deal with when I complete the decking of this porch. I will give you an update on this part of it later down the road. Well, you survived the video. Good for you. Hope it was not as painful for you as it has been for me. And I still got a long way to go. So we'll see. I might make some more videos of working on this thing. So I believe I've chosen the most painful route for working on this house. But, you know, it's a hobby house and just trying to save it from ruin. It's a historic home. So there you go. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Relax. Take it easy. And I will see you later. Bye.